Man, let me tell y'all something that happened to me the other day, man. I'm in the van, her van, and I get in the car and it won't crank. But once I decide, man, forget it, I got like 4%, 2% or whatever, I'm finna walk down the Hickory Park apartments. A guy pulled up, man. A young guy, got dread, fresh as hell, bro. And he was just looking at me.
Let's take a ride down the street. They put me in the trunk, now I feel the heat. The gravel left feel like a dirt road. I hear the hog bloodhound and some crows. The trunk open, nigga hit me in the face with a pump and the spray mace.
Man, let me tell y'all something that happened to me the other day, man. Real talk, man. I had to give y'all, stories, and then I have to give y'all, that come from my past. Then I had to give y'all stories that, from the present. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could give y'all something for the future. But now, man, I have to tell y'all, man, like some updated, shit, bro. Like real talk. And it goes to the YGs. You know what I'm saying? To my homies YGs. I just met one, you know what I'm saying, that turned out to be a great fella. You know what I'm saying? When I look at people that's, good, great, whatever I call them, when you give them props like that, it's because of how they were raised. So I give props out to homie moms and grandmamas and the people that raised them, man. But I had just came back in town. My family go to Florida every year. Took the opportunity to shoot the videos, things like that, I'm gonna bring to y'all, man. But I get back in town, man, and I leave from my house. We had them settled in. I hadn't been here I've been here for about 2 days, so I really haven't been nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I end up leaving, and I end up going to like South College Park. You know what I'm saying? South Fulton County, down there on the Red Oak area. Big shots out to all my Red Oak partner, Bobby Crumpler, everybody. You know what I'm saying? 4900 block. Hickory Park. The whole nine. So I'm finna go holler at my people that's down in Hickory Park, but he ain't answering the phone. And I just don't want to pull up down there, man, because I don't know what's going on. It's be so much shooting and stuff that goes on South Fulton County, South College Park, man. That's the most dangerous side of my city. And even myself, think about it, I just told y'all I didn't even want to pull into the departments. You know what I'm saying? I had to call my people first to make sure he was there. Then I go down there. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I just pull up. And the last few times that I just pulled up, time I pull in the apartment, Fulton County, 2 cars just sitting right there. Well, you know what I'm saying? Now I gotta act like I'm an Uber Eats person. And this real talk, man. This real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Get my little cup, get me and go up through the step like I'm taking somebody something. The cup empty, the bag, got nothing in it. You know what I'm saying? Get my little win-win, whatever I'm gonna get, and then come back down without it, So I try not just to pull up down there like that. You know what I'm saying? So with him not answering the phone, I don't want to go. I'm thinking about going. I'm like, man. So I run into the store. I pull right down the street at the Shell station on Highway 29. And I cut the car, run into the store, and then come back out and jump in the car. I'm finna go holler at my other people. You know what I'm saying? And the car won't crank. I'm in my white van. You know what I'm saying? And this a Honda Odyssey on sports or something. You know what I'm saying? This car costs $48,000, fully loaded. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the van, her van, and I get in the car and it won't crank. And I know something's wrong with the battery. You know what I'm saying? I know it. I know it myself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure my chain right. It's great. I know something wrong with the battery. You know what I'm saying? We was aware of that once we got back from Florida. You know what I'm saying? But I know that it's still a crank up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get a battery, 2 days or, well, I don't know what she said, like the weekend or something. But here I am on 29, the dangerous part of my city, at the gas station, and my battery dead. So it's people around, and I got jumper cables in the car. But I don't want to just ask anybody. I don't know if it's my pride or whatever, and then they strangers, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't want to ask nobody or whatever. So I'm really just going through my phone trying to see who on this side of town. You know what I'm saying? Or which family member, 'cause I got family all over the city. So I'm really just going through my phone trying to see. But everybody that I'm calling, they not answering, or they're not even on that side of town. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really kind of panicking a little bit. But as I'm using up my resources, I'm like, oh, I know what? I got a cousin. I got a cousin, Sandy Bell. You know what I'm saying? Sandy Reed. Sandy. Y'all know my cousin. And I'm like, oh, I can call my cousin, man. You know, she's right down the street at my cousin May Russell house. Big shots out to May Russell. Frederica, I love you, baby Russell. And I'm like, my cousin right down the street. Let me call her right quick. Boom. And she at home relaxing. I love her to death. I still haven't called and checked on her. I got to check on you, but I've been so busy after that. Sandy, I love you, baby. But she answered the phone. Hey, baby, what's up, Trees? I'm like, hey, man, this is what's going on. I need to jump this that. She was like, okay, let me put on some clothes. So I'm like, she let me put on something. I'm like, all right, bet. So when I hung up the phone, I really felt bad. Because my cousin, you know, she's an older woman, and I didn't, you know, she was at home relaxing. And, you know, for her to have to get up, put on something, I'm like, oh, my God, you know, like that. But I was stuck right there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be in that area for too long, you know? So what happened is, man, she came down, man, and I don't know if I had told her what type of car I was in. I might have said truck, and she was looking for a truck. But, man, she done went past me, man. She done went from her spot, which is probably 2 miles from me, 2 miles on the same street, though, 2 miles from me, and she done went 7-8 miles past me to 3 Shell stations. You know what I'm saying? And she called me like, Don Trees, where the hell you at? And all that, you know. And I'm trying to tell her, and she like, I done went past, I done went in now. And I'm like, you couldn't have came in here because I am just standing right here. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, well, she finna come back. You know what I'm saying? And before she got a chance to make it back to me, one of my partners had pulled up from Hickory Park, one of my Mac boys. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Mac family. Tony Mac, Crib Mac, Tori Mac, Bo Mac, my nigga Bo had showed up, and his people gave me a jump. You know what I'm saying? She had, you know, I had the cables, boom, boom, boom. He hooked this ride up. We put it down, and for some reason, it would not jump a call. The battery had that dead cell in it. Y'all know what I'm talking about or something. You know, I don't know too much about car, but I know a battery have a dead cell. You ain't too much cranking it up, you know, or just however, but it took 30 minutes of his time away that I can't give it back to him, you know. But he sat there for 30 minutes, man, revving his engine up and down, up and down, up and down, and my car wouldn't crank. You know, I got that push start, And, you know, when I let it sit for a minute, it did go up, you know, went up a little bit before you give me like that. But that's all it was giving me, and we talking about, you know, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes down, you know, or however. But he started rimming the engine, and I couldn't waste your time no more, man. I'm like, man, what's your cash up, man? I'm just gonna shoot you something. He was like, nah, we bruh, man. Don't need to worry about the trees, so, you know, don't worry about it, boom, boom, boom. Like, bet, boom, he leave. So now I'm back on the phone, calling. Ain't nobody answering. Nobody don't like me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, man. But when I decide, I'm like, you know what, man? I'm finna just walk down to Hickory Park. $4,900. I should have went in there the first time. I didn't want to go in there because my papa went answer the phone. But here I am making the decision now. I'm finna walk on down, man. My hood is up still. I don't put the cables in the back. So I'm like, man, you know what, Don Tree, just gonna walk down here. I'm talking to my wife on the phone. You know what I'm saying? She weighs, you know, at home. And she got the kids. She in the middle of cooking. I don't want to disturb her. So, you know, with something that, you know, I'm doing anyway, some street shit. So I told her, don't worry about it. She was like, well, baby, if you gonna go get a battery, it's gonna be like $200-something, $270-something. You need to make it to the auto zone before it closes. I'm like, what time is it? 9:30. I have 2% on my phone, which already done cut off several times because it was already going dead. So I got to turn the car on while you know, I'm waiting on somebody to come. I got to turn the car on, but it won't crank, but just turn it on for it can charge my phone. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3%. Then I start making calls real quick again and stuff like that. Cut the call, try to let it charge up like that. But once I decide, man, forget it, I got like 4%, 2% or whatever. I'm finna walk down the Hickory Park apartments. A guy pulled up, man. A young guy got dread, fresh as hell, bro. And he was just looking at me like, get out the car. I'm standing at my hood, deciding I'm finna walk. I look over at him, he had the gas pump right next to me. You know what I'm saying? Well, he had the gas pump next to me. And he just get out the car, he looking at me as he walking to the back of his car, then he go in the store. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, forget it, bro. Let's go, man, because this walk gonna take me 10 minutes. I got 2-3 partners that's in Hickory Park, you know what I'm saying? My partner, Lil Floyd, you know what I'm saying? He from the Bricks Flatbeds, you know. Floyd Holloway, he in Hickory Park. And then, you know, I got more friends down there, you know what I'm saying? So I know I either go down there and get a ride there to the store real quick, AutoZone, and get me a battery, or either my friends can pull up, try to give me a jump. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd got a truck, so if I get down there to him, I'm good. That's all the stuff I'm thinking. So I'm like, boom, shut the hood. Tree, let's go. Get to the side of the door, pull my car alarm out, clip my car alarm, gotta check my pockets again, make sure I got everything. And then by this time, the dude, once I shut the car up and locked it, checked my pockets, I'm finna walk off. By this time, the dude, he's coming back out the store. You know what I'm saying? Going to the back of his car, popping he coming out the store, and he walked to the front of his door. I see him open the door. I start walking, like making like 2 steps. At that time, he opened the door. He might like pop the thing to open his gas pump. You know what I'm saying? But I done started walking now. You know, he at the gas pump. I'm leaving from my gas pump. And then I hear him say, "Hey, bro." You know what I'm saying? Like that. Now I look back, I'm like, "What's up, homie?" I'm thinking he finna ask me like, "Bro, you need a jump or something?" I seen with your hood up, because my hood was up when he first got there. But he you know, he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm thinking he finna do that, but he don't do it. You know what I'm saying? He end up saying, "Hey, bro, don't I know you?" Then I'm like, "From where?" Because, you know, like, I don't be knowing what I done did, banged a nigga or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, "From where?" Then he was like, "Man, you OG, man, from YouTube, man, I be watching." So I'm like, "Yeah, man, what going on with you like that right there?" And then he was like, "Yeah, you Trees, man, you Trees. I be seeing you over there too at Hickory Park, man. I be watching your show, man." Then I'm like, "Bro, I need a jump." Just like that, bro. And he said, "Bet." And I knew that I had already got a jump. And, you know, most likely it wasn't going to work. But I'm going to try it again. You know what I'm saying? Then he had like a SUV type car. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "Bet, man." So he pulled the car over there. I get my cables, and we put them on there. And we sat there for about 10 or 15 minutes of his time, and my car still with it. Crank. I'm sick, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, "Bro, hey, man, you know what, man? Don't even worry about it, bro, because I had already got a jump one time, and it didn't do it." You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, "So don't even worry about it, bro." And he was like, "No, it's all good, man. I'm just finna go catch that little shot. I got a little date." So I'm like, "All right, bet." So after that, I was like, "Shit, where you finna go to Hickory Park?" You know, down, like, when he said he had a date, I'm thinking he finna go down there. So he was like, "Nah, I'm finna go over here." And he started naming where he was finna go to. Then he was like, "But do you want to ride down there to the apartment?" So I'm like, "Yeah, let me get a ride down there." You know what I'm saying? So I said, "Let me go holler at the dudes in the store inside the Shell station, them little Indian people or whatever, and tell them, like, I'm going to leave my car right here. I'll be right back," or whatnot. So he was like, "All right, bet." So he stayed outside, and I went in there. So I'm telling the cashier, I'm like, "Hey, bro, I'm finna leave my car right here at the pump. The battery dead. Home finna take me to get some cables." Even though he was taking me to get the cable, he was dropping me off in the apartment. But I would let them know that he was taking me to get some cable, because I ain't want no hassle. And then the car is right by the pump, and they lose money like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, "Yeah, man, he gonna take me to get some cables right quick, bro." So while I'm telling him, the cashier like, "What? I can't hear you. What you say?" You know, he behind the glass with up scared ass. But then the owner of the store come from the back office or whatever, because I didn't even know it was a door right there. It looked like just a wall, but the door open or whatever. And then he came out like, "What you saying? You need some cables?" So then I didn't want to say no, because I do got some cables. I'm already telling him one little white lie. But I was like, Now, bro, I need some better cables. I got some cables. He finna take me to get some better cables because mine seem like it's not working. Then he was like, hold on, I got some. So I'm like, I ain't bet. So I walked back out the door to my homie, man, the new YG, and I was like, hey, bro, if you got 5 more minutes, man, he said he got some better cables. So he was like, I ain't no sweat, OG. You know what I'm saying? That's some real, like, I can't get, like, I'm just his spirit, bro. And that's what I told him about himself too, man. And so the owner come out with the cables. And as he gave them to me, they wrapped up in, like, they was in a case, a little clear case or whatever. As he walked into the car, he opened the cables, man. They was in like this little plastic case I ain't never seen, but he telling me like, man, I done jumped by 4 people out with this. But I'm like, bro, I hope so. But he like, oh, they work, man, like that. So we get to the car, man, put that thing on there. Home started ribbing his engine, man, the little YG I just met, man. He started ribbing his engine, man. I sat in the car, and I just prayed one time. You know what I'm saying? Not that I haven't already, but I just prayed again. And I hit that button. It was like, and then something told me to hit it again. Boy, hey, when I say that crunk up. Hey, and listen to this though, this real talk, man. You don't know how you really feel until your ass be stranded for real, because throughout this whole ordeal of this story, man, I was out there like 3.5 hours, bro. Just standing or sitting in the car, sitting in the car, trying to call people and everything, bro. And then you really be like, when you can't get in touch with nobody, your friends ain't around, or, you know what I'm saying, your sister or your, auntie ain't answering the phone, you know what I'm saying? And my cousin, she on her way back. And I end up telling her, hey, she had done missed me so many times. And I got her out there, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what, just go on to the house, cuz. Just go on to the house, cuz, somebody here. And she was like, okay, baby, I'm gonna just call me, you know what I'm saying? But you don't really know how that shit feels till your ass be stranded for real, and you be calling your friends sleep, or your brother or your sister, they sleep, or they don't hear the phone or the music playing, or somebody in the shower, and you be out there for a minute. For real, man, but real talk though, but to meet the little YG, and for him to do that, for him to be a follower, fan, now friend, out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? His name Pat. You know what I'm saying? Big shots out to you, Pat. I told you I was going to do a show, man, because life is life. It don't matter, how it comes. If it comes in a robbery force, or it comes in a giving force. You know what I'm saying? It's like a tug of war in life, period. Up, down, left, right, good, bad. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter your age. It don't matter. It's how you was raised. So that's, like I said at the beginning of the story, y'all, when I think about that young man, and like I say, man, big shots out to you, Pat, man. It's real talk, bro. When I think about him, man, it don't only make me think about who he is, because he's his own man. But it made me think about who his mama is, and his grandmama, his auntie, and his daddy, and the people that raised him, the people that raised him, the people that's around him, in order for him to get these good qualities to help, and you know what I'm saying, and be patient with people and things of that nature, man. This is real talk, man. We had a lot of guys like that, man. Be a lot of guys that's not dead right now, man. And then let me give y'all the twist of the story, y'all. Check it. So after little YG Pat from the south side, College Park, shot south, 4900. After he give me the jump, love, bam, bad, bless you, bro. And then I leave. I pull down in the 4900 block at the trap where I was trying to go to anyway. You know what I'm saying? And when I get down there, I see my folk who I told you, my partner Bo Matt, who helped me out with the jump the first time. And when he left, he told me he was gonna holler at any of my friends he see down there with the rides and shit, to let them know I need a ride and shit. A ride, or just to come help me out, a jump or something. And he do that. When I get down, I see him right there. And then he tell me, when I get right there, he next to my partner Rico Arnold. My nigga, my OG. You know what I'm saying? That's a double OG. You know what I'm saying? I'm just an OG. That's a double OG homie, big homie from the hood. We did videos on it. Y'all seen it right now. What's up there, the real Rico YouTube story, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to College Park. The Rico, he's in it, you know what I'm saying? My partner, you know what I'm saying? He's sitting right there. I'm like, I'm looking at my partner, Bo, who gave me the ride. Who tried to give me the jump. He like, Treese, I told him you needed a jump. He right here with a fucking Suburban truck. And I've been knowing this guy for 40 years. But I only known Pat when he gave me a jump. But my friend, that we've been to day camp together, school, knocked out together. This is the same friend that when I was dating Tamika Scott from Escape, he was dating Tasha Scott from Escape. We used to go over there together. I'm at the Shell station and need a jump. This nigga down here, they say Treese need help, but he didn't even come. But the YG did.
They set me there for days. I crawled to a lake and then to a shake where I found the first shake. Patched myself up, stomach wound through and through, and tie my leg up so the blood don't come through. Who is this bitch that I fell in love with? Walking through my door, bitch cleaned out all my